Aloha, welcome to UH Hilo this fall, and I'm so glad that you signed up for dance classes in our Performing Arts Department. My name is Kea Kapahua, and I will be your instructor for this semester. I've decided to come into the gym because this is our classroom here, and we have a marley and a sprung floor specific for dance, and we have mirrors, and we have a lovely wide space. And I just wanted you to know that there's so much activity that is normally happening already in this space, and unfortunately, due to our circumstances, we are not able to be in here at the moment. But I just want you to know that we are usually working on projects, we have rehearsals for shows, we have student projects, we have faculty projects. There's all kinds of things that happen in here that this room is just full of life, ideas, creativity, learning. And I hope that you do get to experience that, hopefully next semester. But in the midst of all of this, I want to be clear that we as artists, or even if you are just starting on your artistic journey, that it's important for us to maintain connection. It's important for us to create together. And we have been presented with a very challenging situation to teach dance online, to be able to offer you technique and to help you grow in your artistry. So that is a challenge to try and do that when we're not in person. But I have a few tools that we can use to foster that kind of creative community. So I am hoping that this semester that you don't just take these dance classes as just a class for some credit, but really utilize this time to explore and express your creativity, to think about problem solving. Even when you're in your other classes, we have been given a big problem, and so how can we solve it in our personal lives? How can we solve it in our learning? How can we solve it in our creativity? So I encourage you just to think about those kinds of things as you go through this class. I'm going to do my best to present learning in a fun way, even if we have to be online for the entire semester. I'm hoping that we don't, but even if we do, I'm presenting things in a fun learning way that we could still connect, still keep community online. I think that's it, and let's get ready for our first dance class. Hello, welcome to Ballet. We are back with Zoe and with Cassidy today. So we're going to, actually let's start with our roll down. So we're going to start with the feet together. We're going to lift up through the belly. We're going to take 4 counts to roll down, plie, straighten the legs, and then roll back up. And then I'm actually going to have Cassidy and Zoe face inward towards each other. And then you can see their smiles as they roll down. So here we go, roll down. 1, 2, 3, 4, plie, 5, 6, lengthen, 7, let's plie again, plie, 1, 2, and lengthen, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2, that again, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, plie, 5, and 6, and lengthen, 7, and 8, plie, 1, and 2, and lengthen, 3, and 4, press the feet in the floor as you roll up one more time, breathe, and 1. And press the inner thighs together and plie. And breathing now, increase the stretch a little bit, and 1. And 2, shift the weight to the balls of your feet and roll up, roll up, roll up, and pause. We're just going to stand right where we are and turn the thighs out. Once you've found that, you're going to reach your pinky toe to the floor and you're going to feel your bottom engage slightly, and let's roll down again. And 1, 2, breathing, pinky toes on the floor, plie, and 6, and lengthen, top of the head to the floor, and again, and 2, and lengthen the legs, rolling up, and 6, and 7, and again, and 1, 2, rolling down, and 4, plie, 5, and 6, shift the weight forward a little bit, and 1, good, and 2, and tummies pulling in strong, rolling up, and up, here we go, last time, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, plie, 5, and 6. Keep the weight towards the toes. Plie 1 and 2 and lengthen legs, and 4 and rolling up, and 6 and 7 and 8 and rest. Nice job, ladies. Alrighty, let's see. We're gonna come to the bar with our left hand, and I'm gonna start in our first position. With the music, we're going to prepare the arms to first, and then they open. We have demi-plie 1, let the arm come down, and 2, incline the head, and open. We're going to do 2 grand pliés all the way down. In first, try to keep the heels down as long as you can. They come up at the last moment. Push your heels into the floor, and then open the arm. From here, be sure that your belly isn't, can you see this? This is beautiful. Okay, so we're going to pull that up. We're going to grand plie one more time. Think of the knees going wide to the side, and push the heels into the floor. Open the arm. From here, push down in the floor as you lift your heels into your releve. Slowly lower the heels. We're going to tendu side, or point the foot side, lower the heel down. Same thing a second. Demi, which is just a half bend of the knees. 2 grand plie with the full port de bras, and open, and grand plie, full port de bras, and then we're going to press up and rise, and hold and hold, and then we're going to tendu side, back to first. We're going to stretch all the way forward, and down, and then we're going to roll all the way up. This will arch back. We're just going to take 2 counts, back up to center, arm side, find your releve, find your balance, and plie. All righty, here we go. Try to keep your heels on the floor as long as you can. And then you're going to push your heels into the floor. Good, and then push the heels to the floor. Press up and rise. Now keep your tummies pulling in as you lower, and we go to second position, demi-plie. Keep those pinky toes on the floor. And grand plie, lift the chest. Knees go wide to the side. Good, grand plie again. And we're going to push down into the floor. Be sure that your legs are straight when you are in your releve. And lower the heels, just point side, come to first. And we're going to do our forward bend and over. 1 and 2. Rolling up. And 2, lift and arching back. And you're going to look to that arm and center. Bring your arms to first and rise up. And then take a moment. Find your balance. Nice, and plie, release. And let's go to the second side. Grand plie, knees go wide to the side. Remember, we don't want to stick our bottoms out. Imagine that your pelvis is like an elevator, just going straight up and down. Push down to rise. And then second position. Good, lift grand plie, knees go wide. Be sure you're not rolling in on your feet. Keep your pinky toes in the floor. And push down, releve. And slowly lower. Back to first. And here we go, port de bras forward. And 2. And rolling on, up, lift, up to arch. And we're breathing and back up to center, and then find your balance. Arms to first position, pelvis is hanging, pushing down in the floor, and then slowly lower the heels. Good, and rest. All right, so from first position, we have arm prepare and open. We go heel forward just to the ball, and then the toes. And then the toes go back, and then we slide the heel in. And then we have one very, very slow tendu. And then you start with the toes, and you're gonna drag, pull with the inner thigh as it slides in. We go out to the ball. It goes to the point. And then the ball of the foot. Pull the heel down as you slide it in. One very slow brush out to the side, and then slide it back in. We're going to do that to the back, and then we're going to do it again to the side. Our second pattern is brush it front, and flex, and point, bring it in. Then you have two tendus, and second one, and a point, flex, point, bring it in, two tendus, and then we have that to the back, and then we have that to the side. We have plie, forced arch, releve, and low. Plie, forced arch, releve, and lower. As you do this, especially when you get into your releve, you want to feel those seat muscles wrapping. You're really pulling up through the center and lower. We'll do one more like that. We'll find your balance again at the end and release. Okie dokie. And ball, and toes, toes, back, slide in, and slow front, and slow pull up on that standing leg, ball, think down and out, ball, and slide back, and leg down in the floor, and slide into the back. To the side, ball, and heel forward, good. And lift up to the belly a little bit more, yes, nice. Point and flex, and point, and inhale, two tendus out, and bring it in, lifting the elbow, yes, down and out to the side, and flex. Good, in and down. Good, to the back and lean down. And flex up and point. Oh yes. Good, and down and out. Pinky toe in the standing leg, and yes, good. And flex. Keep standing on that standing leg. Good, down and out. Good, and plie, forced arch, releve, and the lower, and plie, forced arch, releve, and lower, and plie, forced arch, releve, and lower, one more, forced arch. This time stay up for your balance, and up and in through the belly, pushing down into the floor. Grow tall as you slowly lower the heels. Good, second side. And ball, and point, toes back, and slide in. Keep lifting up through the waist, yes. To the side, and a ball, and point. Good, think down and out. Keep lengthening from under the leg, and slide. Good, and ball, and point. And slide. Good, to the side, your bellies. Try to grow tall through the crown of your head. Slowly lower and release. Good. All right. So we're going to go into third position. So your heel is in front of the arch. It's not all the way crossed over into fifth. So we're going to start with third. And then you're going to feel your bottom wrapping. So if you are looking at the camera now, try to get into this position. I want you to feel those rotators under your seat and try to press the backs of the legs together. You're going to feel some strength in the legs. Now go ahead and just kind of let that go. That doesn't feel so strong, right? Okay, so we're going to feel that wrapping. So we're going to take the arm to prepare, and then it opens. So we have out and two, slide it into your arch demi-plie. Two, and straighten the legs, and one, and two, and slide it into third demi-plie. Two, and straighten. So really take your time on that plie to the back and slide it in. You bring the heel forward. Plie, two, and straighten. We'll do that again. It comes to the front. And this time when it comes to the front, you're going to cross all the way over to fifth. We're going to repeat the same thing. One, two, into fifth. So your heel, you want your heel to be in line with your pubic bone and right in line with your belly button. As it comes in, we have the demi-plie, and then we straighten. Same thing to the back and side. Okay. Good, second side. Good, now as the leg goes in, grow taller. Good, down and out as you brush. Now grow taller. Yes, and plie. Now keep both hip bones pretty much forward. Yeah, plie. So we're disengaging the foot from the floor. Again, we have preparation and open just forward to the front side, back and side, and in, brush in, and in, and in, to the side, and side, and side, and side, to the back, and back, and back, and back, to the side, and side, and side, and fifth, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now don't change, the leg comes to the front, it doesn't cross back. So when you have an even number of dégagés to the side, so if we have 4, 2, 3, 4, we want to actually just not switch sides. We should have an in-person class, that would be awesome. Anyways, okay, and 1, don't change, now change, and 3, and 4 to the back, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and same thing when you go back to your side, don't change the leg, then change, 3 and 4. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, here we go. Second side. Remember that pinky toe on your standing leg? You want to feel that connect under your bottom or your seat muscles on your supporting leg. Everybody pull your stomach in, suck it in as much as you can so that you can grow a little bit taller. And again from first. Are you breathing? Alrighty. Zoe, could I borrow you real quick? So I just want to address this, even though I can't see you right now, because this is a common issue during tendus and dégagés, is having the knee bend as the leg slides in. So you can always go back to these, you can always rewind your video so that you can go through and just do these exercises kind of regularly to kind of help build the strength and the memory for it. But Kelly, would you just go to first position and then tendu front by doing that? Yeah, and then in. So if you guys can see her knee, so that's kind of a common thing if you're a beginning dancer that you might want to do. She's going to do it 4 more times like that. Yeah, so we don't want to do that. But what we want to do, now she's going to do it correctly, she's going to present her heel, and you can see that the knee right here that is very straight, and then as she's going back, she's going to lead with this pinky toe, and it's going to stay straight as it comes in. So she's going to do it 1 more time, nice and correct like that. Like if you go forward, good, and then the toes go back and the knees stay straight. But you do it just once correctly to the side. So she's going to do it to the side so you can see how that knee stays straight, and then she's going to pull it in. Okay, do it 1 more time, and then bring your knee to them. Okay, did you see that? That was like, no. So she's going to do it correctly again. It goes out and then straight away. Yeah, so all of these little dégagé and tendu and dégagé combinations, you can just kind of do repetitively because they will help you to build the strength that you need. Okay, so we have one more opportunity to practice this. So we're going to face the bar. And you're going to just lightly rest your fingertips on the bar like you're playing the piano. And we're going to find that nice first position. And we have slow dégagé, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Other side, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. Okay, so we'll do that with music. Oops. I recommend that you do that one repetitively. Let's see, we have kitchen countertops and chairs and all kinds of things that we can use to do that. Okay. So we have preparation, just the arms, no legs. And we have one and around. Rond de jambe, 2. And around. And 3. And around. And 4. Then we'll go a little quicker. And a 1. And a 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Close first. And back, and around, and back, and around. We have 2 more like that. Back, and around. And here's a 4th one, and around. Then we have 8. Come back into first. Quarter brought to the front. All the way over. This time, lengthen the back, flat back, find your pelvis, lift up to the back, and we're going to arch the spine, bring yourself back up to center. And then we're going to tendu side, come to 3rd position, and port de bras to the front, lengthen out and up, lift the back, and we're going to arch all the way up. We're going to tendu the right foot front, and we're going to plie on the stamina leg. Port de bras again to the front, we'll reach it out and up, lift up, and arch in the back, slide that foot in, and then we're just going to go to sur le coup de pied in the front of the ankle. We're going to open that knee, take the hands off the bar, and I want you to feel that rotation. So you want to be sure that this isn't happening. If you don't feel anything back here, then nothing's happening. So you can take your hand on the inside of your thigh and just push the thigh open. And you should feel both seats really working together. And then you can close that back to 3rd. And then we'll finish it. Okay. Front and around. So you're drawing a semicircle with the toe. A semicircle around the leg. Go a little quicker. Be sure you come through your first position. Every time the leg passes through first, you want to get the whole foot down on the floor. And then we'll finish in first to start again to the back. Now lift up through your belly a little bit more. Good. As you come through, and then in first, quarter bra to rest. Good. Second side. Arms prepared and open, lift the chest. Good. Now try to keep that turnout as the leg goes all the way around. Try to keep that heel reaching forward. Yes. And a little quicker. Now keep the pelvis quiet. Yes. You're standing up on that standing leg and knee first. And back. Good. Now think of that heel coming forward. Yes. And then you increase the rotation. Yes. And then a little bit quicker. And lift up, lengthen forward. Lengthen through the crown of your head. Lifting up to arch back. Find those abdominal muscles to support you. And third, all the way over. Lengthen out and up. And really feel that rotation as you lift to arch back. Lift taller as you tuck into the front. Plie your standing leg. Lengthening out through the crown of your head. Feel your waistline shrink in as you lift up and arch back. And slide it back in. Come into your cervical plie position. Let that knee open. But the heel is forward, the knee is reaching back. And you rotate back even more. And finish. So we'll go ahead and sit on the floor. We're going to do a stretch now. Let's start with your guy's left leg, and then it will be their right leg. So we're going to start with the right leg forward. Just walk the hands forward. We'll go into the forward hold here, and then we'll do a side bend there. And then we're going to switch over to the other side. Same thing, and then a side bend over. And then we'll face that wall. And we're going to take one leg forward, knee down, and then you're stretching the front of your hip flexors here, and then we're going to take the arm up, and then with a little bit of a side bend over. And then from there, you can shift back, and we're going to sit back on the foot, turn this front leg out, and you can, just make sure you're comfy on your foot. You're going to point the toe so that the pinky toe is reaching to the floor, and then we're going to stretch all the way over the leg. We're going to hold that, flex the foot, point the toe, and then roll all the way up, and then we'll switch and we'll face the other direction into the lunge. Be sure your knee is directly over your ankle bone. We're going to come up with a little side bend, and then we'll shift the way back, sit on the foot, point the toe, and then go ahead and go for a stretch here, and then flex the foot, and then point the toe and roll over. Okie dokie. So here we go, and I'll just talk you through it. So we'll start with the right leg forward. And you can take a big breath in, and all the way over. And now side bend over the leg. and flex the front foot. And point the toes. And rolling all the way up. Good, and you can come on up to standing. Okie dokie, développé. So let's start in first. And bring the foot up to passe two. Attitude and hold. Extend out and two. And bring it down to first. Same thing, ankle to the knee and unfold, or attitude, unfold to the side, bring it down. Same thing to the back. To passe, attitude, back and down, and then one more time to the side. So notice that it's not coming in this way, right? We want to keep that rotation on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the side. Then we're going to speed it up a little bit quicker. 1, 2, 3, and hold, and then 1, 2, 3, and hold, and 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, hold, and stay there and balance. Okay. Point side and flex, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, side, 1, 2, good, and I know we're breathing, good, and back, 2, 3, 4, now make the foot sharp, like you're striking a match, good, now a little quicker, and 1, 2, hold, and 1, 2, 3, hold, and 1, 2, 3, hold, and 1, 2, 3, hold. Find your balance, take your hand off the bar. Good, pull your belly up and in. Good, and a point and close to third, and finish. Good, second side. Point side and flex and out. if you are holding your countertop or your chair too tightly, but maybe to lighten up on the grip a little bit. Good, now here we go a little quicker, and 1, 2, and bright hold. Bright feet, bright sparkling toes, and 1, 2, 3, and hold, and 1, 2, and 3, and hold. Find your balance. Can you keep working that rotation, standing leg and gesturing leg? Keep your head right over your standing leg. And close to third and finish. Good. We're on that long. We're actually going to go from fifth, and we'll go brush, point, close, and 2, point, close, 3, point, close, passe, put it down, and brush, point to the front, and brush, point to the back, brush, point to the front, passe, put it down, 3 to the back, passe, put it down, 3, this is don't change, 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 the passe changes your feet, put it down, and then we go to the second side. Okay. We have 8 of those, and then after number 8, that was 8, we're going to lower the heels and straight up, just pressing lower, press up. We have 8 times. I don't know if the music keeps going or not, but then we're going to go to second. Same thing, plie, releve, 8, and then straight leg lift, press up, 8, and then finish in your first. Okie dokie. Resist as you lower. elevate, heels forward. You're going to feel your bottom, your seat muscles working as you do this. These exercises are very good for jumping, getting your calves, your feet, and your ankles very strong, and also for point work. And tendu first, and finish. Good. Let's just take a last plie. We're going to go 4 counts to plie in second position. Cross the bar, cross the arms facing the bar, second position. Very slow, 4 counts down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly push the heels into the floor. Lift up through the belly, thighs wide to the side. Stretch the ears tall. Awesome. You guys are done for this class.